Good afternoon. Studio time. This is one of my old Super 8 cameras. I use this a lot, I think, on the first and second editions of the CAR DANCHI movie series. A classic Canon Super 8 auto zoom. This is a GoPro, what was it called? The 360 one, the first one that came out. GoPro Fusion, that's what it was, the Fusion. Used it a bit for some commercials, but hard to use, and I don't use it at all anymore. That's not what's actually going on today, though. Today is all about creating these pieces of artwork that I'm going to take to the event on June the 11th at Acoustic Rock in Sapporo. It's called Sunday Market. It's going to be a great event. There's like 40 or 50 people taking part in it. I'm going to be one of them, and I'm going to bring some photos. These are canvas photos, and I'm going to try to frame them up here today in the studio. I painted these little wood frames, so let's get to work. After a short break. Well, there you have it. It's all kind of come together now. Over the period of a week, I took 4 little canvas prints that I had, I glued it on the back, then I painted these little wood frames, and now I've attached them. And we have a small piece of art. I don't know, I like it. It's kind of soft, natural, handmade kind of vibes. We have 2 photos of Mount Yote here in Hokkaido, and then here's a kind of zoomed in photo with probably my 400mm lens. That one also the same. Also Yote. I don't know, just kind of like the way it came together. Would you buy it? Let's forget about the money thing for a minute. Would you hang this on your wall? That's what I'd like to know. I have 3 more of these quad canvas prints that I need to put together. Kind of like this one. We got some more black and white Mount Yotes. We have an old farmhouse out in the Niseko countryside and this beautiful sunset. That is Niseko Annupuri, the mountain as seen from Nakayama Toge, the mountain pass that you go over on the way to Niseko. Number 2. What do you think of that one? Maybe I should be naming these pieces. Let's call this one Angles of Yote. Let's call this one Niseko Classic. This is my old Nikon F5 film camera that I used and adored for so many years. Still love the feel. Let's call this one Flight 157. All these shots were taken out of the window of an airplane, probably flying between Tokyo and Sapporo. By the way, today's background music is courtesy of DJ David Mancuso, a DJ set at the Red Zone in Italy back in like 2003 or something like that. Amazing. Let's call this one Niseko Seasons. We got springtime rice fields with Mount Yote and a deep winter black and white. Kind of doubled them up there. Kind of a generic name, but I can't think of anything better right now. Let me know if you have a better idea. Okay, the pace is good today. The pace is good. We got 2 more different shapes now. This one is a nice groomer with a Niseko springtime Yote and a little birch tree branch, kind of iconic there. And then I have the other one, kind of a panorama style, black and white Niseko Annupuri with a beautiful tree all lit up at night. I really like that one. Hand cut frames. I kind of measured the wood on this one wrong, so I'm kind of having to jury rig the way I frame it, and I'm going to use a slightly different width of wood here, but I think it's going to look fine in the end. Positivity, folks. Positivity. Okay, this one's gonna need a little touch-up paint due to those new cuts, but I really like it. The black and white panorama format. Yeah, what should we call this one? I don't know. Niseko Nights? This one I really screwed up on. When I glued the back on, I didn't screw it in and it kind of slid a little bit. So there's a little overhang here on the bottom, and somehow I'm gonna have to cut that off so the frames fit nice and snug. This is gonna be tricky. It could have been worse. Let's put it that way. I think it's gonna be okay. Here we go. I gotta be honest with you. In my 30 years in Japan, working as a photographer, videographer, I've never really had much luck selling pieces of art. Photographs and frames, canvas, whatever the medium. It's tough. Japan is a tough place to sell artwork to hang on a wall. I've always had more luck selling videos, especially to clients, corporate, etc. And my CAR DANCHI movie series was quite successful as a DVD. I'm never going to give up on the art though. I love hanging things on my wall. I hope other people want to hang some of these things on their walls. And I'm going to keep on trying no matter what. So wish me luck. And come to the event if you can. June the 11th at Acoustic Rock in Sapporo. I'll put the flyer up here. The event's called Sunday Market. It's going to be a lot of fun. What should we call this one? Niseko Grooves. Okay, folks, that is going to be it for today. I got to go and do some other stuff. Tomorrow I will come back and add the mounting hardware that needs to go on the back of these canvas prints we have created here. Do you have any idea what you think I should charge for these? I know it's kind of hard just to see it on the video, but what would you pay to have a little handmade art hanging on your wall? Other stuff I plan to bring to the show. I have a series about 10 different CAR DANCHI covers. These are the covers from the DVDs. I printed them out and glued them on at an A3 size. The frames are made by Mino Yusuke, so that's a little collaboration item. I'm also going to take some of the prints that I made for the Sony gallery showing this winter. These are glossy prints, no frame on these. They actually have magnets on the back so that you can hang them on a metal wall, or you could attach them to a wall as well. Those are really nice. I have about 10 of them. And I may bust out some art, collage art that I made about almost 20, maybe 25 years ago. There was this poster series called Onsen Hitori Tabi that had some nudity, ladies in the onsens here in Hokkaido. It was kind of a classic. It's not sold anymore. I cut that up and I made some collage art with it. I may think about selling these as well, kind of for the adult audience, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's it. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching as always, and appreciate any comments or info you may have. Thanks. See ya.